welcome to Roundhouse Roulette, a Walker, Texas Ranger podcast. Thanks for joining us as we recap and review one of the 200 existing Walker, Texas Ranger episodes randomly selected by Roundhouse Roulette. I'm Evan Dalton, here with my brother Adam.
What's going on?
And a man who can identify a 2004 Subaru Forester grill from at least 20 yards away, Mr. Bob Leahy.
Oh, you know that's the XT, the turbo model.
Unbelievable.
Well, we'd love to thank you all for joining us as we take a deep dive into kickboxing history. Of course, that means today we're going to be recapping and reviewing Season 9, Episode 18, Legends, where the Rangers must put a stop to a crime family that's looking to enact some revenge. But before we put on our swish pants and head on down to our local YMCA, join us as we pull up a seat at CD's Bar and Grill.
What does CD have on tap for us today?
I don't know, but it can't come soon enough. We've got, this maybe isn't particularly appropriate for our podcast, but it's called Regularly Scheduled Programming, a New England India Pale Ale from Stoneface Brewing Company from Bob's home country of New Hampshire.
That's right.
I love it. And yet, we're kind of getting on a regular schedule of recording the podcast at least once a month here, so I think this is appropriate. Let's crack this.
It's made with Citra, Rakau, and Zappa hops. So
Zappa, I didn't see that.
This puppy's gonna be unconventional.
I think this is the Peaches and Regalia hops.
Yeah, the yellow snow hops.
Mm-hmm.
Montana hops.
Yes, I'll be a dancing fool after this.
Oof, I can smell it from like 2 feet away.
Got in the flavor saver mustache. This is good. Not too fruity.
How's the mouth feel, guys? I'm smelling it. It smells really good. It smells like candy or something.
The mouth feels very clean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's clean mouthfeel. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't even need to brush, after this.
I'll sanitize it all, baby. Might as well be called the toothbrush.
This is good. Thank you, CD, for getting this on tap for us. But we've got a lot of stuff to talk about before we dig into this episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. We had a number of people reach out to us on various platforms about previous podcasts we've done. When we dropped our last podcast on Warzone, which had a one Wilford Brimley
beat us
as a guest star. I guess he was a villain, but
only at the very end. I felt really bad.
He was a villain for about 30 seconds, and he just got shot.
Yeah, he's a villain. He's a bad guy with a heart of gold.
Exactly. That's why it's hard for me to call him a true villain.
But a heart with a lot of holes in it.
Yeah. But we dropped the podcast, and Drew Farmer on Instagram said, I woke up this morning, my birthday morning, to find a new episode.
There you go.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, so
how about that?
I mean, Drew, thanks for listening. And we knew it was your birthday. We just kind of held out for that day to drop it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it was because I was like looking for pictures of Wilford Brimley for our website or whatever, and that I play guitar, but I came across this guitar pedal. Check this out. Is this not the craziest thing you've ever seen?
I need it. If it's real. Is it real?
It is real. And I'm going to share screen here.
Not that it matters, but what does it sound like?
It's like a fuzz pedal with Wilford Brimley on it, and it's called the Diabetes. And when you turn it on, his eyes glow red. They're two. I
feel like I might have seen this before, but
I kind of need to get this though. I think this needs to be on my permanent rig.
I'm gonna guess it probably won't sound like anything that would be of use to you.
For some Americana stuff.
Yeah, but it'll look great.
I mean, from this picture, the most important bit is apparent, which is that even if your instrument is not plugged through it, the eyes still light up. So you don't actually have to plug into it.
Yeah, that seems interesting.
Yeah, you just turn the thing on and you get red-eyed.
That's pretty legit.
Beatus monster.
Oh, dude, it's a fuzz pedal and a tremolo pedal. I could get rid of 2 pedals on my board and just replace it with Wilford Brimley.
Now, do you think one eye lights up if one effect is on and the other one lights up when the other's on?
Oh, it's got to be.
Sweet touch.
On our website, Evan, we got some comments on various pages for older podcasts.
I'll say this one was 30 podcasts ago.
I know this one,
which by our math is, what's that like?
It's like 5 years.
Yeah, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, this is on the episode with Hulk Hogan, Division Street. What did Bianca say, Evan?
Bianca says, just one sentence. I love how they used basketball to bring people together.
You know what? Yeah, good point.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay.
All I have to say is, if I hadn't seen it, wouldn't have believed it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, no, like that episode is one of our lowest ranked episodes, mainly because you have Hulk Hogan as a guest star.
And he doesn't even fight.
He doesn't even fight. In fact, he finds God in a prison cell with a blinding white light. And also, right. I think the most action that Chuck Norris did was deliver a pepperoni pizza to the basketball game.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah. Maybe the best thing about that episode is that they brought everybody together over basketball. So I think Bianca's right.
Yeah,
that's true. I think Hulk Hogan's reading a paper with a coffee and gets knocked out or something. I think that happened.
And we got another comment on a mini-sode we did way back when I was trying to do clickbait and really stir the pot of the Chuck Norris community here. Where we had a mini-sode called A Chuck Norris Conspiracy. And I got into his hair color changed throughout his whole career and how this is possible. Like even in the 80s, he had like a Halloween costume. One was yellow hair and one was kind of reddish brown hair. What's his real hair color? You know, that's a conspiracy. We've since discovered what the answer to that was, but what did Judith say here?
I love Walker, Texas Ranger. But in Wedding Part 1, his hair looks a lot redder than usual. Good eye. Good eye, Judith.
Yeah.
What about Part 2, though?
Judith, get back to us on that. We haven't gotten to the wedding episode here. The roulette wheel has not spun that for us yet, but looking forward to get to that one. And for anyone interested in knowing some more about Chuck Norris's follicle journey, listen to our interview with Michael Priest.
I just want to say that most people seem to just have one thing that really bugs them about the show. And so we give them a platform to just drop it out there.
Our website, roundhouseroulette.com, which has an episode page for each podcast we do per each Walker episode. Is a repository for people to leave their dark thoughts about each episode, you know?
They don't have to be dark, but they can be.
Well, yeah, it was like, I liked how the basketball brought them together. I mean, that's a nice thing. That's a nice thought.
Did anyone ever notice that those basketballs weren't regulation size?
I didn't want to say anything.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that. But we heard from the Betsman on Instagram here about an episode, Last Hope, which we did a podcast on way back.
I'm so late, but I love this episode. It's one of my favorites, mostly because my all-time crush, Mila Kunis, is in it. Good point. Even though she didn't have a big part in it, which was a big disappointment. But she got that 70s show like a year later, which is my favorite show of all time.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Walker's kind of like Law and Order, you know? Every now and then you catch someone early on in the career and you go, they're going to be something. They're going to go places. You know what I mean?
You think there was a certain aura about Mila Kunis? That some casting director was like, you know what? I saw her on Walker, Texas Ranger, and she really shone as a junior ranger. Really did it.
And there's actually, I think it's like an interview that she does with Conan O'Brien where she talks about Chuck Norris teaching her how to punch.
I think we talked about it on that podcast.
One of the craziest things this podcast has ever done that I still can't believe exists is we recreated the Ranger Teen Camp sweatshirt that the kids wear, Mila Kunis included, available at roundhouseroulette.com.
Question for you. Maybe this is just for the patrons. How many of those we sold?
I think like 2.
Oh, okay.
And, but the fact that someone that worked on the show purchased one to help us keep doing this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Keep doing the podcast and support the podcast is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They actually exist in reality. That's what I'm most excited about.
That's the most important thing.
I mean, the real thing is the Betsman can get in Mila Kunis' shirt for a price on our website.
It's true.
Okay. That's a little creepy.
They're the ones that did the heart googly eyes. Okay.
All right, we should move on. One thing we get a lot of people saying, hey, can you guys do this episode? Wait, have you guys listened to the podcast? Because we're at the mercy of the roulette wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
We can't change course.
Yeah, we're pretty locked into those rules.
But I respect the passion because we have a few that we really want to get to. White Buffalo.
White Buffalo.
Really, what else we got?
Skyjacked.
Spirits in the Night, I think, is the one I really want to say.
Yeah, like you guys, we can't wait to get to some of these. Chardon on YouTube, he said, can you guys review the episode Warriors if you get the chance?
Yeah,
and yeah,
If we
absolutely will.
If we get the chance, we will. Yeah,
we're gonna do it.
In the meantime, we've done one called The Guardians. We've done one called Rainbow Warrior.
Yep. And we heard from Germana. Send us an email at roundhouseroulette@gmail.com and asked, hey guys, what's up? When will you do the first Victor LaRue episode? Cowboy. I wrote back, like, same thing. I mean, we're at the mercy of the roulette wheel, but crazily, the roulette wheel has served up all of the LaRue episodes but the original one that he appeared in. So
I know
we're due.
With his original bowl cut.
But Victor LaRue is probably the most popular Walker villain. So we get a lot of people asking about that, and understandable. But as we always say, the next episode, it could be the episode you're waiting for. Anyways, we appreciate the enthusiasm because we can't wait to get to these episodes. Why don't we dig into the mailbag here? We heard again from our friend Maurice Winters. Evan, you want to take this one?
Maurice says, it's been like 2 years since my last email. Am I still a friend of the pod? I think we can answer yes, right? I'm still a loyal listener, and I'm even listening to old episodes. Whew, I don't even do that. I'm training to climb Mount McKinley. Whew, next year. So you guys are part of the routine. Listening to you guys analyzing the craziness / awesomeness / ridiculousness, sometimes at the same time, of Walker makes the daily routine of running like an idiot for 10 minutes while carrying a backpack with 50 pounds on it way easier. So thank you for the hours of entertainment. It's crazy to think that the pod's been around for 5 years already. Walker, Texas Ranger was on TV for 9 years, so we're halfway there. Wow, Mount McKinley, that's no joke. I think that's the tallest peak in North America, I believe.
And he's doing like some Luke Skywalker training with Yoda on his back kind of thing, you know?
That's more like with 50 pounds. That's like Frank Oz on your back.
Yeah.
Every time the roulette wheel is spinning, I keep hoping for the jetpack episode.
Oh my God.
Skyjacked. The one with the power team. My previous email was about that awesome, all caps, episode. Or Code of the West, the episode with a crazy fourth wall breaking. Walker acknowledges that Chuck Norris is a 6-time world karate champion, and I keep hoping for no Hayes Cooper in the episodes featuring kids with superpowers. I'm pretty sure whoever wrote Brainchild was watching X-Men and 2001 Space Odyssey while doing some drugs. This is a true super fan here, hitting all the notes.
I've seen that episode, and I know exactly what he's talking about. I won't get into it until we spin it. We've got some stuff planned for that.
I'm in Austin for F1, and yesterday I bumped into one of the drivers, Lando Norris. Instead of asking for an autograph or a selfie, I jokingly asked him if he's related to Chuck. He smiled, and I think he said, I wish, but he was mumbling, so I'm not sure. He then ogled my wife, offered her an autograph, and left the room. What a jerk. Well, maybe he is related. Chuck is still the coolest Norris. I really appreciate what you guys do. There's a new podcast about Walker, Texas Ranger, and it's pretty good. They're the first-time watchers, but Roundhouse Roulette is superior. Sorry for the long email. Thank you. Wow, we got competition too?
Yeah.
Wait, now also, Maurice, 2 questions. 1, were you racing the F1 cars? Were you driving it? And 2, isn't there Team Cherokee? Isn't there a Texas Ranger episode where he...
There's a NASCAR episode. Yeah.
Okay. That's different from F1, but yeah. Okay.
Maurice, you're definitely a friend of the pod, and I can't believe you're re-listening to all this stuff. But hopefully we're getting these newer episodes out to you, and we get to one of the ones that you like sooner than later here.
I mean, also, we've got to step up our game if there's competition entering the realm. And Maurice, longtime friend of the pod, is listening to old episodes.
Well, that's the next part of the news section here, guys. I checked these guys out. They're Watcher Texas Ranger. Okay. And we've said it before here on the podcast. There's been, even before we started, there were 2 Walker podcasts. One of them was actually called Talker Texas Ranger. Yeah. And those are still out there for people to check out too. And our friends, the Talented Slackers, they do a lot of Walker Texas Ranger episodes. We're all about it, man. The more Walkerology, the better. Bob, you want to read their synopsis here? Give them a shout out here.
Let's see if I get my radio voice going.
Ooh.
Saddle up for Walker Texas Ranger, the gut-busting podcast where 3 clueless hosts dive headfirst into the wild, roundhouse-kicking world, the 90s TV classic Walker Texas Ranger. Join us as we riff through every episode, scene by scene, with no prior knowledge of Chuck Norris's legendary crime-fighting antics. Expect absurd behavior, unfiltered reactions, and plenty of love for the over-the-top, questionable plot lines and glorious mullets that define this iconic show.
It's good to have people who have never seen the show before go in cold and just go at it. So check them out.
Are they going in order?
Yeah.
Oof.
See, that's the thing. If we could go in order for certain seasons, that would be cool. But
yeah, it is good that we jump around and can get to some of the fun ones. And
if I can throw out the poignant thought of this podcast, this is the nugget to take away from it all.
Okay.
I feel like us jumping around is exactly what the TV show Walker Texas Ranger does. There is almost no continuity within the show itself. And so in reality, us jumping around makes it so there's no continuity in our podcast.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Is that better or worse? Let us know, Roundhouse Nation. But yeah, so shout out to them, and I think it's awesome. They even have like an intro theme song kind of thing that they wrote. It was interesting. I listened to a little bit. It was fun. I was thinking, actually, I was like, maybe this podcast is made for me. You know?
Probably is, dude.
But the problem is, we're in the monastery of Walker. I can only watch it when it's spun by the roulette wheel. But I could go listen to a bunch of these podcasts, I bet, of ones we've already done.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Very cool. Thanks for letting us know, Maurice. And I thought, Maurice, you know, he's trying to scale the mountaintop. Did you guys see this news about Chuck Norris?
No.
Yeah,
all right,
I don't
typically
visit activenorcal.com.
Oh, you don't? You don't?
It's not in my, I don't have that in my RSS feeds.
85-year-old Chuck Norris just hiked Lassen Peak.
Is he 85? Didn't we just talk about how he was 80? Was that when we first started the podcast?
Probably, yep.
Oh, my God.
Action star and martial arts legend Chuck Norris is proving age is just a number. The 85-year-old shared on Instagram this week that he recently hiked Lassen Peak, one of Northern California's most iconic trails.
Did he bag the peak?
What does that mean?
Did he make it to the top?
Here's some pictures from his Insta.
Oh, he's on the peak. That's from the summit, I'd say.
Yeah, I think he did. Awesome that Chuck's active and rocking and still doing awesome stuff. Maurice, you're in good company there, man. I know we talked about this a while back, but the time has come for Chuck's movie with Vanilla Ice called Zombie Plane to be released next week. They dropped a trailer, which we're going to watch right now. This movie stars Vanilla Ice as the lead, flanked by Chuck Norris and Sophie Monk. I'm not sure who she is. Do you know who she is?
She was in Zombie Plane with Vanilla Ice and Chuck Norris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let's just pull up the trailer here. I'm going to pull it up.
This is Commander Chuck Norris. Get me the president.
Oh.
seriously need to go and bust him?
Oh, yeah, well, you're going to have to put a plug in it because there's no toilet paper in here. Some bastard stole it.
What kind of person steals toilet paper in the middle of a zombie outbreak?
Exactly. I had to use a bit of water trying to clean myself up.
Okay. So yeah, zombies on a plane.
It was a weird trailer.
Yeah, I guess they call it a teaser, but
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I wasn't going to watch it no matter what, but
we're
make
watching this. We're definitely watching this.
I'd really want to know what the runtime is of this zombie plane movie.
Yeah,
Because if that's like a tight 90 minutes, sign me up.
I'm definitely.
But most movies not like. If it's like a minute over 90, I don't know, man.
I feel like Zombie Plane's probably a 70-minute movie. I'm looking it up.
But dude, Ice-T,
Bob, brutal. Hour 38.
I mean, that's only 8 minutes over my my limit.
Yeah.
But I did say, sorry.
Yeah, if you're absolutist, yeah. And Ice-T is in it, so you know it's going to be good.
You mean Vanilla Ice? Oh wait, there's two ices, Iced Tea and Vanilla Ice. That's a cool movie.
Give me Ice Cube.
That would be the trifecta.
Literally, the triple ice.
Yeah, so Zombie Plane, pretty good. Oh, man. Actually, there's something I forgot about here. I got to pull up.
I've moved on to the next news item.
Do you think they could have picked a better coach for the fudge bars than Blue Deckert? I don't think so.
All right, hold on.
That guy he just oozes Friday Night Lights.
All right, you're moving ahead here. All right, so
I mean, what are we going to do? We're sitting.
I know. All right, guys. We talk about this actor who's played on a number of Walker Texas Ranger episodes.
Is he usually a cop or something? He's usually a cop or a bad guy or. Yeah.
Blue Deckert's been everything. He's been,
and in fact, he's been in like the last 2 or 3 in a row episodes, just coincidentally by roulette spin. He's been like different characters in every single one. Like the of Mice and Men one, he was the town mayor.
Yeah, he was a father of an impressionable daughter that got taken in by a religious cult. That was our first interaction with him on the podcast.
And he was like Walker's boss in the last one we did, Warzone, essentially.
That's right, yeah.
He was telling Walker what to do. I was like, man, this guy, I got to find if we can reach out to Blue Deckert. Also, his name is amazing. Blue Deckert, right?
Top 5.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was looking this up and I found this thing online that when I saw this, it blew my mind. It was like, oh, this could be like a Matrix moment. This for me when I saw this, because I just looked up Blue Deckert and one of the only things you can find is literally Blue Deckert on a Bluebell ice cream fudge bar package. And someone from
Whole dice at a high school, they say, Bobcats show up in the neatest places. Eddie Blue Deckert, class of 1969.
Yeah, and he's on like a Bluebell fudge bar box, and Bluebell's an ice cream company for people who don't know. And this might not seem relevant.
Because it's not.
No, this blew my mind because my crazy uncle was here a few months prior to that birthday party we threw for my dad. And we were going through the grocery store, and my dad is obsessed with this Texas-based ice cream company, Bluebell, because when he used to be a merchant marine, they'd always go into Texas, and he'd get this Bluebell ice cream. And he's obsessed with this ice cream. Like, during the pandemic, we sent them direct from their factory. They send, like...
It's like dry ice and...
quarts of this Bluebell ice cream. And my mom was like, man, he was acting like a little kid. He was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, with this ice cream. He was obsessed with this Bluebell ice cream. So years later, it's going to be his 70th birthday, and my uncle was over here, and we're in the grocery store in Nashville where we actually have the Bluebell ice cream because they don't have it up in the Northeast in Massachusetts. Hence, that's why we shipped it. And we're in the aisle, and we see these fudge bars, and there are all these various characters on them. And our Uncle Alfred's like, man, we got to Photoshop your dad's face on one of these boxes, you know? And so we ended up taking a picture of one that had like this guy in a straw hat, and went back, and I'm literally we were here photoshopping it perfectly to get his face on it and everything. My uncle printed these out, and he actually stapled these signs of my dad on like an ice cream box on all the telephone poles and community bulletin boards in Kingston where we grew up and all this stuff. And he had them like almost like political signs. He had one put up when people pulled into my dad's party for his 70th. And I took one home with me, and here's what it is.
Yeah, that was amazing.
These are the Moo bars. And I remember when we were in the aisle, like being like, oh, the cowboy would be better, it'd be funnier, not the football coach. Little did I know that 3 years later, I would discover that football coach was none other than Blue Deckert, the guy who we've been talking about and saying his name on this podcast the whole time.
Of Hull Desetta Bobcats fame.
Is that weird that I spent the time doing this and then I'd find the dude on another bot? Is that crazy or what?
Your insanity knows no bounds.
Not as crazy as if you found another one with Wilford Brimley. His would be sugar-free, though. His would be sugar-free.
Yeah, sugar-free.
You got to watch my A1.
You got to watch out for the
Get me the Bluebell ice cream.
Sugar-free on account of my diabetes.
Of course, I had to go get the Deckert bars.
Wow.
Oh, you got them right there, huh?
Yep.
Wow,
and so Blue Deckert.
Is that an empty box, or is that the...
It is empty box now, but
okay, so
you can rest assured that Aaron and I were like, "Oh, bring me up a Blue Deckert." So, and they're good fudge
grab
bars.
me a blue.
Yeah, get me a
So
Blue
what's
Deckert,
the review?
please.
What's the review? Good. I mean,
Solid.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like a fudge pop. I mean, though they melt like crazy. You got to be careful. You got to get right in on
well,
that.
you're down there in the south. You know, you got that humidity and all that.
But isn't that crazy?
It is odd.
A little bit.
Yeah. So shout out to Blue Deckert. We want you on the podcast. We're putting it out there. And yeah, man, I love your fudge bars, bro.
That sounds
Okay.
kind of weird, but all right.
All right. Well, we'd like to give a quick thanks to a supporter. I don't know. Might be visiting a framing shop soon because they purchased a couple of prints from us.
Thank you, Cassandra, for picking those up and supporting the podcast. That it pays for hosting here. It pays for the software we have to buy to edit, all this stuff. And we appreciate the help and support. Send us some pictures of those when you get them hung up. We got to see this in the real world.
Fabulous. We got a lot to get to. So if you want to listen along to our commentary, maybe hit that pause button if you don't want the spoilers. Watch Season 9, Episode 18, Legends, and then get right on back to us. All right, welcome back. Let's get on into this one. This episode originally aired on April 21st of 2001, and it opens on the courthouse with "Hello, old friend." Bit of a Zoom transition there, huh, Bob?
Oh, yeah. This episode really came out with the music pretty fierce. And I thought it was going to be this symphonic kind of stuff, but it took some turns. We'll get into it.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
This one, I don't know the last time we did a Season 9 episode, but it's been a while, and
been a minute.
This delivered on all those classic Season 9 tropes.
Yeah, and in fact, this is one of the last episodes to air of Walker, Texas Ranger, like the 19th episode of the last season. So it was interesting to jump in here. Walker and Alex are actually married in this episode, so we can see that dynamic on screen,
Pretty much.
or not.
No,
So we'll see.
Not really.
So yeah, we zoom into the courthouse, and it truly is a zoom. We see the court closing arguments of a defense attorney. He's in defense of Samuel E. Viscardi, which he looks like the human embodiment of the Kingpin from Marvel Comics. And, he's like, you want to convict him of these crimes, but he's just a victim of a few bad apples in his enterprise, and you can't call him guilty. And in fact, if you be blameless, that you cast the first stone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Which I heard that and immediately wrote it down because I'm like, what the hell kind of an argument is that? It doesn't matter what the jury's guilty of. You're judging the guy in court.
Right.
Whom amongst us hasn't killed anyone? You know?
Right. I wrote that down, and then I should have known. Alex was on top of it.
She wrote it down too.
Yeah, for sure. She was basically like, if you be blameless, Of course, none of us have killed anyone. He's guilty of killing like 15 people. The takedown was real. And like while she was giving the argument, it was like the music.
Oh man. Yeah, the music in this episode is pretty awesome. And we'll get into it, but there's like 4 songs that were written for this episode.
Meanwhile, we zoom in on the Ranger headquarters, and Gage, Sydney, and Trivette are like full-time geeking out on, I don't even know what it is. I thought it was a poster at first, but they zoom out and it's like a book. It's basically some sort of advertisement, but only in black and white for the World Kickboxing Championships that are coming to Dallas. And they're just like listing off names. They're like, oh, Joe Louis. Oh, Superfoot Wallace.
And then that was a real person because I saw his name in the credits.
Yeah.
But I went back and looked at the advertisement they're looking at, and it was a bunch of just random gobbledygook in names. None of the names they mentioned were on there. So either they identified them from pictures or it just wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're acting, Evan. It's just a prop that they're using. They didn't expect people to zoom in like a complete dork and try to see if the newspaper was exactly what they were reading.
That's what we do on the podcast, okay?
Yeah,
that's the analysis.
We're scholars.
Indeed. There was no mention of Superfoot Wallace on the actual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and what about Howard California Flash Jackson? Is he on there?
Didn't catch it. No,
he was not.
All right, just checking. We'll get into it, guys, later. But okay, so let's move on. Here.
So they're geeking out, and Walker's just sitting at his desk because that seems to be all he does this late in the series. And he's like, "This isn't exciting enough for me. I'm gonna go to the courtroom instead."
Yeah, there was a lot of like plot tissue this whole episode where it's like people talking about what was going on, and
yeah.
And as soon as I saw them talking about the kickboxing championship, I was like, "Oh no,
here we go.
This is going to be one of those episodes where we see kickboxing throughout the whole thing, or like we've already seen boxing like 3 times at this point. Now they're doing kickboxing,
wrestling.
That's right, yeah. So that's kind of what I figured. But Walker goes to the courtroom, and the verdict comes out. The Madam Forewoman gets up, and she's all nervous, but she basically finds him guilty on all charges.
The Kingpin is going to jail.
Yeah, and he makes prolonged eye contact with his son, Michael,
who's sitting in the courtroom, next to this other Guido. They both just have like slick back hair and Italian suits, menacing looks the whole time, and pretty inconspicuous. So I wasn't sure if Walker would clock them or not,
for sure.
I think that might be a derogatory term, Adam. Just so you know.
Guido?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I don't know. I just feel like it might be.
I don't want to insult any. Wait, am I? Oh my God, guys! Someone's here in the room. No, I didn't mean it.
Put the piano wire down.
Yeah. I mean, these guys did live up to every Italian stereotype. So I think maybe the name is appropriate, actually.
Oh yeah. So we learned the names pretty quick because one guy turns to the guy who's in charge and he's like, "What do you think about that verdict, Michael?" And Michael's all like, "Don't worry, Skaggs. I got plans. Believe me, I got plans." And it's like, okay, you couldn't have mailed it in more.
I thought I was like, are they literally going to say, "Oh, I'm going to kill them" in the courtroom? I was hoping that it would go that far, but they pretty much did that.
Pretty much. So yeah, plans. So next scene, pretty legit.
Oh yeah.
So
is this the best? I think this is the best scene of the episode, right?
Yeah, and it had me. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a banger."
I LOL'd for sure. So, so Madam,
some gifts of this.
You better have a gift on this one.
We'll do. Yeah. So Madam Forewoman is she's on the phone.
And she's the one that read the verdict that this guy was guilty, and we're flashed forward to another day, I guess, maybe the next day, right?
Yeah. So she's like holding shopping bags, talking on the phone, and she's like, oh, don't worry, honey. I'm just, I just figured with the last few days, I'm just getting some me time,
Some retail therapy, saying.
Right. Oh, yeah. Just going to that.
Well, we need to set the scene here.
Okay. Someone set the scene then.
Yeah. So she's having this conversation, walking back to her car. It's like you're leaving the mall and you're walking back to your car in the parking garage. But her car is parked on the top tier of the parking garage, overlooking the Dallas skyline. She's about to get to her car, and what happens?
So a mid-sized sedan.
It's pulling up like it's going to park, like any other car is going to park. And then it starts acting like it might not park.
And, this is maybe a bit of a cautionary tale against parking on the top level. But she gets run off the top. And,
she sees the car. She's like, ah! And then there's like a vision of the car driving right towards her. And it's like her between the concrete wall and either sudden death. And the car hits her. And we see her body topple off the side of this parking garage. And she falls to her death.
Yeah, she got Lazarus, man.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to use that verb for a while, but someone got Lazarus.
Yeah.
Dude, when she fell, though, her scream, all I could think of was, you could probably A-B these and it'd be like the same sound. But the Mac and Me clip from Conan O'Brien.
Oh, yeah, with the wheelchair.
He goes, ah!
Yeah, it's like her falling off the cliff. It was outrageous.
Yeah.
And that was a way to start an episode. And I was like, man, this could bode well, but it might have been one of the best parts of the episode. But we'll see. So moving on, I guess the Guidos. I don't know. I'm sure. Well, we got to find out if I can say Guido.
Yeah, you get on that. We'll continue to set the scene here.
Okay.
So she gets taken off, and props to the storyboard artist if there was one, because this played out in the episode exactly how a storyboard artist would have played it out. Like it was like they cut nothing from it.
Oh yeah.
There was like the looking up, realizing what was happening, and then you see the car zooming at her, and then you see her and then flying off the building. Oh,
yeah.
Chef's kiss. So at that point, like I'm laughing, and then the credits roll, and I'm like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. You got me.
Yeah, pulled me in.
This is 2001, right? Like CSI came out in 2000. So in this last season of Walker, they're like trying to hitch a ride on that trend of like CSI. And so they bring in like the crime scene people who play more of a role in these episodes than like they typically would have in past seasons. So they're like down at the aftermath, right? And they're like, well, she fell off the building. I'm like, okay, cool. Do you think she was pushed? They're like, I don't know, maybe. Like, okay.
Really glad we had this talk.
right.
Yeah, I remember you think she might have been pushed? Like the cop's super surprised. He's like,
what?
Well, really?
And her body,
I don't know,
looked
maybe.
pristine.
Like, whoa.
Right?
Right. They hear her name and they're like, isn't she the foreperson from that trial? And it's like, how did you know her name? They're not supposed to share names from the trial.
It's funny that they're like, I don't know, maybe this is suspicious. She was just involved in this case where she put a
Italian mob boss in jail.
Yeah.
We'll have to check. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
AI overview. Yes, Guido is considered offensive by many, particularly when used as a slur against Italian Americans to imply they are uneducated, aggressive, or stereotypical. However,
Canceled. There it is. You're done.
No, but I'm going to go on. But some younger Italian Americans have reclaimed the term, using it affectionately within their own subculture. So
you're not Italian.
I'm not Italian.
So, yeah.
I'm not Italian, so I can say it or can't say it.
I don't think you can.
I won't say it again. And all Italians out there,
you have to bleep it out in the edit.
I apologize to any Italians that were offended by me saying that word. I almost said it again.
So what offensive term can we use in its stead?
It's hard talking about Walker Texas Ranger because it's a whole stereotype. That's what the whole show is.
Of course. Is a greaser?
Yeah, no, that's
well, and then there's another one, Goomba.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I don't think we can say that one either. All right, Yeah.
All right, cool.
We could say Italian mobster, Italian gangster. We just say that.
Goomba, isn't that what they called all the King Koopas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like Bowser's guys?
Weren't they the little
Goombas?
guys, the little guys that you smush?
Yeah.
Those are Goombas.
I mean, because Mario is definitely what we should be using as a basis for Italian culture.
Right.
So great. Now we're at the gym, and Gage and Sydney just show up at the gym where these kickboxing fighters are.
No, roll that back, bro. Kickboxing Legends, title of the episode, bro.
Sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Get it right.
If we don't refer to that, then this episode's name will make no sense to us. So yes, they are legends. They're at the gym, and Gage and Sydney show up, and Gage just engages them in some enthralling conversation, which is basically like whenever we get someone on the podcast that we know nothing about, we basically look them up on Wikipedia, and we're like, oh, back in 1998, you did this podcast for 13 episodes, which ran until this date. And then you married this person who was the spouse of this other person at another point in time.
Right. See, I can read Wikipedia, and I'm very interesting.
Right. Now, this was 2001, so props for Gage for that. But he's like, yeah, do you remember that one fight when you were fighting Vinny Marciano and you knocked him out on the 4th round after an uppercut? That was really great. Do you remember that? And the fighters are like, I guess I remember that. Yeah. I guess I was there for that.
And then they roll like grainy VHS footage of the said fight into the episode.
Yeah,
you know,
it looked real weird.
And it was like, oh, he said, oh yeah, he went to the one fighter. He's like, you said, oh, this is what you did, and then they played the fight. Then he went to the next guy, did the same thing. Then he went to another guy, and I'm like, they can't do this more than a few. They did it 2 more times after I thought it was getting old.
Yeah, they did it four times. 4 times because there are 4 legends. Yeah. To be fair, each of these 4 fighters were world champions and fighters.
We had Joe Louis. Is that right? That's one of them.
No, Joe Louis is like a real old boxer.
Bob's like, he was a real fighter.
Wow. That's worse than saying the G word, Bob.
It might
You're going to
be.
get your ass kicked,
we
bro.
know.
I'm in trouble now. No, he was like a old-timey boxer from back in the day.
Right.
All right. So
Not a
who were these
kickboxer
guys?
from the
We got to
90s.
name them. Let's give them a shout out here.
Was it Mean Joe Lewis? Was that his name?
I think
Anyways.
so. I think so.
Let's not be fair. Superfoot Lewis, not a household name. Mean Joe Lewis, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, Mean Joe Louis was a football player.
All right, then I have no clue who Joe Lewis is. Now we're back on.
Wow, we're really doing good. This whole scene was like.
This is in our wheelhouse
Nope,
for
Joe
sure.
Louis, I think, was in the episode. He was a kickboxer. He was one of those guys. You're right.
Yeah, and you're calling me out, Evan. You're telling me, oh, Adam, you didn't do your research here, bro. Dude,
No,
I can
no, you're
Wikipedia with the
100%
best of them.
That's on me.
But this was like the Chris Farley sketch where he interviews Paul McCartney, and he's like, remember when you were in the Beatles?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Paul McCartney's like, yeah. And he's like, that was pretty cool.
There was also another Joe Louis, though, born in 1914, who was the old-timey boxer. That's what I was thinking.
That's the one we're
Okay.
thinking of, yeah, for sure.
So anyway, they go through these guys, and all of these guys are accomplished, actual, real-life kickboxers.
And this was the first written for the episode song, which was like, when I was a boy, you were the man.
Oh, so it's written from Gage's perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of like
yeah.
watching these guys on TV fighting. What was the next lyric?
I don't remember any of it. It's got to be the same guy that did. What was the one that we recreated?
The thrill of the
Yeah, Adam, you sang it. What was it?
thrill of the game.
Oh, no,
something of the game.
Oh, it's only a game.
Only a game.
Just
yeah.
a game.
Just a game until
Yeah.
it's got to be the same.
Unless you lose.
So we will be recording these songs.
I don't know. That's up for discussion. There are a number of cuts in this episode. I don't know if there's enough meat on the bone to recreate one of these because they cut them up so quick.
The next one's got some serious meat on the bone, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, right.
We'll take one and then we'll take some creative liberties.
We could do a medley.
We could do a medley.
Oh, Junkyard medley. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, sorry.
So anyways, back at Ranger headquarters, guess what? she was murdered. She was hit by a car and flew off the building.
Yeah, they went to go see her body lying on the ground and said, "Oh, do you think she was murdered?" "Oh, I'm not sure." And then they have another scene where they say, "Oh yeah, she was murdered."
That guy came in. You know what?
Yeah, and here's the make, model, and color of the vehicle that hit her.
Okay, they could have just cut one of these out, but okay, there's a lot of procedural stuff in this episode like that where I'm like, just roll some more people off the edge of buildings, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Walker goes to Alex and he's like, "Hey, do you remember the 4-person from the jury there? Yeah, she was murdered. Do you think there's a connection with this?" "Yeah, I do, actually."
Yeah.
I think
So
the whole
I'm
plot
gonna-
of the episode is that they're trying to off people that put them away.
"I'm going to arrange protection on all you guys." "Oh, okay.
It was definitely a Buick LeSabre, by the way, guys.
That drove that woman off the roof?
Yeah.
Excellent. Love it.
Now we see Gage and Sydney, and this is the dynamic by season 9. So, like, Walker has hunches, and then Gage and Sydney do the legwork, which in earlier seasons, there was very little legwork unless it was a roundhouse kick. So they're going, and they're like, okay, we're going to go to all the junkyards to find a Buick LeSabre that's been turned in. We get to the last junkyard of their search. So we get the second song for the episode, which is like, "Junkyard Dog. He never sleeps." It's like, what?
Junkyard Dog. It was like that, right?
Dude, it sounded like Spinal Tap. It sounded
Yeah.
like Big Bottom or something.
Yeah. This will be the one.
Like
If we redo one in this episode, this will be the one for sure.
yeah, no, I think you're
And they even kind of played the music into the theme, like into the soundtrack later, but it never brought it back. I was like, oh, please bring the Junkyard Dog chorus back as you fade the scene out, but they didn't, unfortunately.
we need the full, like, the 2-inch masters of these.
Junkyard
24 track.
Dog.
Yeah. So, I mean, anyways, the owner of this junkyard is super suspicious. And they're like, "Have you seen a blue LeSabre?" And before they can even say the model, he's like, "Nope." And they're like, "Well, you're suspicious. We're going to do some dubious detective work. Look, here's a grill from a Buick LeSabre, just like the one that was." And the guy's like, "Oh, the blue LeSabre was ever here." They're like, "We never said it was blue."
Wow.
Boom. Slap the cuffs on him. And he's like, "Wait. Guys, get him!"
Yeah,
And remember, this is our first fight. So we see Gage and Sydney take some dudes out, and the guy's about to like choke Sydney out, like legit kill her.
Yeah.
And she just like flips him over, of course. But it's like, this is the rule in Texas: if someone comes to arrest you, you get a free pass. You get one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you get as much as you can hand out, I think. One of the guys was like swinging some tool or something at him too. I was
like a tire iron
he
or
didn't
something.
look like he really knew what he was doing, and Gage kind of made short work of him.
Yeah, I thought about it though. Like, Gage flipped the guy over and then slammed him down onto an empty cardboard box. And I realized, like, what if there were, like, I don't know, saws in that box?
Yeah,
What-
it could be pointy.
You know, that's the trope. It's like Walker kicking guys into a bunch of cardboard boxes. But, like, what if those boxes had something explosive in them? What?
Yeah, it's a danger.
Anyways, just saying.
Junkyard Dog. I got that Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog.
He never sleeps.
Something like that, right?
So anyways, there's a fight, and then they learn that a guy named Johnny Zoom brought the car in, which
Zoom, zoom.
chef's kiss again. Like, come on now.
They continue to talk about Johnny Zoom, and they call him
love
out
it.
by full name, like
Every time. And,
25 times in the next 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, Johnny Zoom.
Oh yeah,
Where's Johnny Zoom?
You guys got Johnny Zoom?
Johnny Zoom. Well, he's always talking about this illegal poker game at this bar called July Alley. So they show up at July Alley, and
this will go on our bar names list, I guess, for this episode.
It's on there. Yep. You know, the bouncer at the door is like, oh yeah, he's right back over there. Johnny sees the cops and he's like, okay, you guys stall him. I'm out of here. And this is the first case where, you know, normally it's the bad guys to take the first swing. I think all of these bad guys here who fight Gage and Sydney can claim self-defense.
Yeah.
They didn't initiate this. Gage
They
and Sydney
stood up.
like
Maybe that's about
wrecked
it.
them. Right. They stood up like, oh, hey, you know, my friend's innocent. You totally take it out.
I mean, this is one thing I did like. I love seeing Gage in Sydney Rickhouse. I do. I really do. I love it. And because once we've reached this era of Walker, it's all bombast and camp and insanity whenever there's a fight. And this did not disappoint.
People get tossed and people get hit with pool cues.
Yep.
Only complaint is no Norris up in this.
Yeah.
But that's why they were brought on, I think, just to give the guy a little break after 9 seasons of this TV show.
Yeah, at one point in this fight, a guy gets hit over the head with a beer bottle, and it makes like an explosive sound. It's like the sound someone getting kicked. It's a beer bottle. So, again, Foley art on this, legit.
Oh,
Pretty
on
good.
point.
I love the one of the final hits with a pool cue knocked the guy out. Like Gage hit him in the back with a pool cue and it broke, and the guy's like, "Oh,
Yeah, that'll do it.
He
That'll do
gone.
it.
He gone.
after he got hit in the head with a beer bottle."
He's got the scoliosis for life now.
Meanwhile, Johnny Zoom slips out the back and encounters Skaggs, who works for the Viscardi family.
The Italian mobster's son who took over the Biscotti family.
Scotty. Aren't those cookies?
Yeah, dip it in some coffee, man.
The son took
sounds
over
good.
the family business, which was established in the court once the dad went away, per the verdict.
Yeah.
And Skaggs is his lackey.
Skaggs is cleaning up some loose ends. And
Exactly.
Johnny's like, "Oh, man, so good to see you, man. Let's get out of here." And Skaggs is like, "Yeah, Johnny Zoom, your name's way too cool for you to survive this episode, so gone."
Yeah, so Skaggs is now officially the coolest bad guy name, and now that you're gone, Johnny Zoom Zoom.
Yeah, for sure. Skaggs.
Yeah,
And then Skaggs gets on his Kawasaki yellow motorbike and just freaking wheelies off. We're like, okay, that's coming back.
yeah, that was pretty badass.
And then Gage and Sydney finish dispatching the bad guys with pool cues, get out into the alley, and they're like, "Wow, Johnny Zoom's dead. I guess someone didn't want him to talk. Okay, we're not going to file any paperwork, are we? No.
No, just leave him here.
Yeah. But they do go check his apartment and find developed photos of the victim, the forewoman. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, he had pictures of the victim in his house." Which, one, like, do you really need them? And two, why keep them?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine. All right.
The other question, why shoot that scene?
Also true. Enter another scene where Skaggs meets 2 guys in a
Another Buick LeSabre.
pretty much a nondescript sedan.
Yeah.
In a parking lot.
Yeah. One of the guys' names is Floyd, and Skaggs hands him a picture of the judge from the case,
Right.
Judge Stiegler, and he's like, just make sure this one's toast. And Floyd's like, "Don't worry, man. Toast is the way we cook them."
It was like the vibe was so off from the rest of the episode that it felt like a David Lynch movie or something. That the way he said it and laughed, right? It was like it was
Toast and the ominous dude with the scar and the riding shotgun too.
Toast is the way we cook them? What does that even mean?
Well, we find out.
We sure do. Judge Stiegler, of course, has turned down the protection. I don't know why. He's like, no one's going to take out a federal judge. It's like, buddy,
Walker's like, oh yeah, everybody, all the jurors and everyone else said they would take protection, but the judge said, no, I don't need anyone to protect me from the mob.
He's like, they won't be that crazy. I mean, sure, they drove a car into the 4-person and ran her off the roof of a parking garage, but they're not going to get me.
Right.
And, let's not also think about the students that I'm lecturing at university. Let's not put them at risk. So I'll just, deny all my protections. And
But luckily, my office is in a trailer far away from everything else.
That looks
in
like
the middle of a
looks like
parking
it
lot.
could be a dressing room trailer that could be repurposed for a judge's trailer park. What the hell was that?
dude, it had his name on the door. So it's
like
legit.
an actor. It was probably the same actor's trailer.
Well, it was from a few seasons ago, and they were going to get rid of it anyway. So
And some raccoons had moved in. They had to fumigate it. So,
Yeah, so what happens? So it's like, the judge is he on campus? Is that what you're saying, Evan?
Yeah, he's on campus. There's like a student. She's like, I'll see you in lecture later. And he's like, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, judge, jury, execution. Okay, yeah. So then, and so his office is in like a portable trailer, I guess is how you would say it. But it's really just a dressing room trailer that they repurposed to blow up, it looks like. Wait, did I say that?
Yeah. Oh, that's, yep.
Yeah, there's no buildup at all. I wasn't sure exactly what Floyd's idea of toast was, but clearly his idea of toast is just blowing somebody up.
Literal toast.
The judge walks into this his trailer there, flips on the light switch, and then
just like flames shoot out of the windows. It's a no doubter.
Yeah. And I mean, that was pretty awesome. So
Stiegler's DOA.
He gone. Yeah.
And in the aftermath, you hear.
I was watching this with Aaron, and I was already talking about the ridiculousness of the music. And there was like some gospel singing as he was walking up the steps to his trailer. I said, yeah, usually like when bad stuff happens, they always do like I don't know why in Walker they just have like it's like why is that always when like some bad stuff happens, you know? And so it was happening before he even went in the trailer. I'm like, this guy's gone.
Yeah, he gone.
And then to add insult to injury, yeah, when after he blew up, it was just like
so yeah, Walker and Trivette are on the case, and they're like, wait, the judge was in there? And they ask Ned from the crime scene team. Love Ned. He's great. And they're like, okay, Ned, so what happened? He's like, well, looks like they hit the light switch, and, you know, someone who was painting in there, because, you know, people paint trailers all the time. Someone left some turpentine in there, and, you know, the gas in there with the closed windows, it blew up. And then Walker's like, well, what's your second guess? And the guy's like, well, it seems like an awful lot of turpentine for it to blow up that big. I'm like, okay, we'll see you later.
You could tell us what happened right now, but we'll wait for the next scene. Okay.
Everything in this episode is like, well, it's probably not the most obvious thing. Oh, wait, you know, it turns out it is the most obvious thing.
I think the exact next scene is them back at Ranger headquarters, and Ned walks in again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why do they do these scenes back to back like this?
Right. And he's like, yeah, so it really was, there was some turpentine in there, but it was unodorized propane.
Yeah, the turpentine was to cover up, but we figured it out.
I've got just one question about this whole situation. Is that like rare or something, like the odorless propane, or what?
I don't no idea.
Efforting right now.
I do know from Hank Hill that propane is naturally odorless. The smell is added as a safety mechanism.
Oh, okay.
And Hank Hill taught me that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why propane smells like butt. It's pretty damn dangerous if it's just lying around in your house. And like they implied in the episode, it sinks. It's heavier than air. So it would build up in your house. So your house would like turn into it would turn to like the Hindenburg.
It would turn into like this trailer in the middle of a parking lot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's accurate. But I'm looking, can you buy odorless propane? And we'll see if I'm earmarked by...
I was going to say, you find yourself on a list, friend.
Homeland Security.
That's okay, officer. I have a Walker, Texas Ranger podcast. I was just looking this up.
Likely story.
But no, in the episode, they say it's rare, though.
I mean, you can only buy it in a whole truckload.
Yeah, which is a pretty interesting little detective little tidbit there. Yep. There's a lot more detective work here. Meanwhile, we see Skaggs meeting with the Viscardi son, whose name is Michael Viscardi. And Michael Viscardi is looking out of his window over his domain and ominously foreshadowing, holding some like piano wire, like a garrote in his hand, like he's going to wring someone's throat with it. Skaggs is like, yeah, man, I'll go clean up those contractors. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, naming Italian mobster Michael. I mean,
you mean like Michael Corleone?
Exactly. I mean, come on.
I mean, it might as well be Michael Guido. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Come on now.
Ooh, Evan, you better watch. Oh, Oh, Evan's lights went out. Oh.
I have to be doing something worthwhile for me to actually get canceled. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are Italian.
So you can say it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm sure they're cool with it. Anyways, cool. So Gage and Sydney are checking out all the different spots that sell odorless propane. And somehow Trivette's on the case now. And Trivette shows up for one of the more ridiculous, maybe minute and a halves of Walker history, maybe, where he shows up. He goes in, it's like after hours, and there's like a truck filling up on propane or something. And he sees the guy at the front desk, and he's like, hey, you sell any odorless propane? The guy's like, only to people who are good customers or whatever. And he's like, those people out there, they're filling up gas like after hours. They good customers? And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, well, they don't have any emblems on the truck. I'm going to go ask them about it. And the guy's like, maybe you shouldn't, but I'm not going to stop you. And so Trivette goes out, and as he runs out the door, the owner of the place is like signaling to the truck, like, get out of here.
Right.
And so they speed off with out filling up the truck the whole way. So they leave a propane tube. I don't know. Anyways.
Don't think about it. Yep.
Yeah. So they speed off in their tank truck, and Trivette just bolts, jumps onto the side of the door with his gun, it's like, okay, stop the vehicle. So they stop the vehicle. Okay, so it almost a chase.
Right.
Helicopter comes out. No clue how it got there, but helicopter comes out from behind a barn and snipes the guy with the scars on his face. No speaking roles. Sad.
Yeah.
Sad. And Trivette returns fire on the helicopter, which then speeds off. And it's like, what the hell is going on here? It escalated very quickly. So Trivette goes in to ask one question of a guy who runs a propane place, and instead ends up jumping on a runaway car and then having the passenger in that runaway car get sniped by someone in a helicopter before returning fire to the helicopter, and then the helicopter speeding off and then taking the driver into custody. It's one of those only in Texas moments.
Yeah, it all went down pretty quick.
So anyways, they take Floyd, who is driving the propane truck, into custody. And he pretty quickly rolls on his connections.
Yeah.
And he gives up a sketch of Skaggs, which they show they're 2,000 matches on their computer system. And
From a sketch.
Yeah, yeah. And then Walker's, this is early era of facial recognition, right? And Walker's like, okay, we'll narrow that search down by who lives in
Dallas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Walker. We didn't think to do that before you came over to our desk.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, that narrows it down by 90%. Okay. Now, how about anyone who drives a motorcycle? And that basically gets it down to 20 people, and then Skaggs is able to get the face off the sketch. So sick detective work. We got there.
Oh my god.
So Gage and Sydney go to pick up Skaggs, which, Skaggs uses his real name in his business dealings, and they have his address, which is a trailer, of course. Mm-hmm. I will admit, when they were picking up the propane truck and the sniper comes out, I was really expecting the truck to blow up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I feel like maybe they were talking about it. Maybe just the budget wasn't there or something
Yeah. If this is Walker logic, right? You got a sniper rifle and a helicopter shooting at a propane truck. Come on now.
Yeah. And Trivette would, see the gun and run away at the last minute. And
yeah, for sure.
That's kind of where I saw that going.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Skaggs is not in his trailer, but he shows up with his yellow Kawasaki. And then we get a bit of a chase here. Bob, what do you think about this bike chase?
I love the unnecessary wheelies.
Yeah, to speed up, right?
It's all wheelies.
I was thinking about it. I'm like,
yeah, that's a question.
Functional wheelies?
Do wheelies speed you up or slow you down? That's my question.
I don't.
Efforting.
I don't know.
I think they might slow you down.
That's what I would think.
I think they would slow you down
because you're using that energy and you're pulling your why not just go?
Right? Exactly. But maybe is it? Yeah, we got to figure this out because right when the chase starts, he's like, "Oh, I'll pop a wheelie to slow myself down," and I'm like, I don't know, but maybe I don't know anything about motorcycles, and I don't.
Okay. Here we go.
First of all, before we even start, Gage did slide across the hood of the car. So let's put that in the record.
Yeah, to get back to the driver's side.
To get to the driver's seat. So that was
slick. Yeah.
I'd say it saved him a good half a second.
Yeah.
It did. And I think he must have buttered up the back of his pants to slide across that hood a little faster.
Yeah, safety first.
Okay, this proves to you that AI is no fun.
Yeah.
AI says, do wheelies make you faster? No, performing a wheelie does not make you go faster. It actually represents a loss of acceleration efficiency.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, which I would say yes. But then we go on to Reddit here. We're really in the weeds.
Okay.
Going faster on a bike by doing a wheelie. Dumb or true? IRL, wheelies don't inherently make you go faster, but accelerating at a maximum rate will make you wheelie.
Yes and no. We also have to pull up.
So if you gun the gas, which presumably he's wheeling because he's trying to go super fast.
Okay.
But let's be honest, it looks pretty intentional when he's doing it.
Yeah, you have to kind
badass.
of pull up and lean back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's in control of his bike. That's all it is, Evan.
Okay, so I just want to say, in my opinion, this is like the worst chase ever. I would think a Kawasaki versus a Mercury, whatever it is,
Grand Marquis.
Yeah, I would think that bike is out of sight.
Oh, it's gone.
Within
gone.
Minutes. Instead, he's like, right. He's like weaving between traffic, and then ends up. He's like, oh, I'll miss them by going into this parking garage.
Yeah, is it the same parking
on
garage?
the top floor, and then I wondered if he was going to just fling himself off of the top of the parking garage.
I thought he was going to jump to another building. I was calling. I was like, oh, he's going to get to the top of the building and he's going to jump into another building on the bike.
That would have been cool. That. I didn't even think about that.
But instead, he gets to the roof and he just he throws it to the ground and then runs through a door. And you're like,
yeah. Again, instead, like Skaggs, buddy. You go into the parking garage, you make their car go into the parking garage, then you do something that their car can't, which is do a U-turn and leave.
Oh,
at which point,
yeah, exactly.
At which point they can't possibly, they have to do like a 40-point turn with that boat of a car to get out.
Yeah.
But instead he's like, oh, I'm just going to go up to the top and then I'm going to run to my boss's office.
Yeah, directly to your boss. You led the police directly to your boss. And
fabulous.
And Michael was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You brought them to me, Skaggs, and you want money to leave and get out of here?
He's like, let's be honest, I hired you entirely based off of your name. But but seriously, Skaggs, what are we going to do? So I guess I'm just going to have to take out that DA on my own. And, the piano wire that I've been holding on menacingly for the entire show?
Yeah.
Oh, Skaggs gone.
Yeah, he's out. So Gage and Sydney follow Skaggs to the office because they realize, hey, wait, there's someone on the building directory here with the last name of Viscardi. Oh, maybe we should go to that office.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, weird. So they go there and they find Skaggs just like in a puddle of blood on the floor, and they're like, oh my God. But his last move, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is to write out DAWALK on the desk. D.A. Walker. And they're like, oh, so his next move is going to be to take out Alex.
Yeah.
A real redemption moment, real character arc for Skaggs here.
If he's going to die, at least he's going to take somebody down with him too,
I mean, we could also say that he deliberately drove really slowly. Maybe he deliberately popped the wheelies, so he went slower but looked cooler. Okay?
True.
Led them right to his boss and then wrote down his boss's plans as his dying move. I mean, Skaggs? Real hero of the episode?
He could be. Yeah.
Did Skaggs kill anyone? No. I think Skaggs is the hero here.
Was he the sniper in the helicopter? Was that Skaggs?
Oh, yeah, he was, actually. Yeah.
Never mind.
He did.
Well, he only killed a bad guy, so.
Yeah, the guy's face had scars on it, and the guy didn't say anything in the episode. So that guy could have been really bad. We don't know.
All right, well, good on Skaggs.
I think Skaggs is the hero in this one. So you think, like, oh my God, he wrote Alex's name in blood on a desk. Like, maybe we call and warn somebody, but no, they're like, no. Yeah. Alex is fine. It's no big deal. And Walker's like, hey, Trivette and Gage, you guys go do busy work. We won't see you the rest of the episode. Sydney and I, we're going to go to my place and we're going to do something super tricky.
Yeah, but
we're going to catch some rats.
It appears as though Walker and Alex roll up to the house in Walker's truck, right?
Yeah. And they show up at Walker's ranch, yeah.
Yeah, and Walker gets out of the truck and then walks around to open the door for Alex. Very gentlemanly.
Weirdly, though.
But yes, also weirdly. I was like, okay. And then you don't think anything at the time, but they both go inside. You don't see.
No. So you do actually. You do actually. So you see Alex get out, and it's like, oh, they're intentionally not showing Alex's face. Like, they definitely want there to be like a shadow of a doubt here, right? But the Alex that gets out of the truck is much taller than Nia Peoples. And when they walk around the front of the vehicle and walk into the house, you see Alex's face. Like, it's actually Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So the bad guys pretty much are like, they know that they're going to go after Alex. So Walker's like, we'll set a trap at my ranch. And they always try to attack his ranch for some reason. What's up with that?
I think it's in the phone book.
And then sure enough, we see like a sketchy van with Michael and a few goons being like, oh, yep, they just got here. I saw Alex and Walker just go into the house. Let's go kill them.
Yeah, Michael's like, we'll take out Walker and his wife. That should make my old man feel better. It's like, wait, that's the whole crux of this episode is just making your father feel better?
Whatever his reasons are, it doesn't really matter. And they break into the house, and we see from the back that Alex is cooking in the kitchen. And just as the bad guys are about to strike, Alex takes off her wig, and it's actually Ranger Sidney Cook, ready to kick ass.
Yeah, Michael's like, who are you? And she's like, just your ordinary, everyday ranger. Roundhouse kick to the face.
and they wreck house. Some guy has like a stick he's trying to hit Walker with or something. What did he have?
You know, if you want to ambush Walker, the best place to do it is Walker's house. Because Walker has weapons all over the walls. It's like a dojo in there.
He takes down like a Native American spear and starts like fighting somebody.
Yeah, he pulls out a spear, and there are two guys, and the other guy gets like a poker from the fireplace. And Walker's like, oh, you have a spear? Fortunately, I keep many spears on the wall, so here's another one. And he pulls it off and then wrecks house.
Unbelievable. But they take him out really quick. I wasn't that satisfied by it.
No, and then Walker comes into the kitchen after taking out his two, and he's like, oh, how many did you get? She's like, I got one. He's like, I got two. And that was it.
Okay. And then that's when I realized there was 5 minutes left of this episode.
No, man, there's 8 minutes
Yeah, I was
left.
going to say, almost 10.
It's like, oh. 8 minutes left. And I'm like, wait, we got introduced to these kickboxers like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah. What happened to
Never saw them again. So expertly woven into the episode.
Not at all. Like, not at all. So then we get the last 8 minutes, and it is the weirdest shit ever. So it's so it's like, okay, now we're gonna go to the actual event. It's very strange. It's a real kickboxing event.
Yeah.
But they have camera footage from like in the ring of like the camera sparring with each of them too.
Oh, like, yeah,
So-
they kick the camera kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
close up of it.
Like point of
Right.
view, too. It's like
Yeah.
like you're getting punched in the face. And it's like, I don't know how that's
Right.
useful. but-
Right. And not only that, like a couple minutes into it, I'm like, wait, none of these are actually the kickboxers that we met earlier in the episode. What are those guys even doing in town? Why are they here?
Or maybe they were there just to go see the fight, Evan.
But why were they listed in that magazine?
Honorary guests.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who knows?
So anyways, there's this whole kickboxing event or whatever. And then afterwards, you see the four, legends hanging out after the show with Walker. And Walker's like, oh, Alex, you could go home with Trivette. I'm just going to hang out with my bros.
Right, and did you notice, like, even before he said that, Walker's like, yeah, this is so fun, Alex. And she's like, oh, yeah. And then it pans over to her and, like, Trivette just kind of, like, flirting almost. And then, like, the very next scene, he's like, yeah, Alex, I'm just going to, hang out here with all these boxing legends. And she's like, oh, it's okay. Jimmy will give me a ride home. And he's like, yeah.
Look, she's a married woman now, so
I don't know, man.
You shouldn't think like that.
I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm offended now. I'm very offended.
Yeah. You
Wow.
probably used the word Guido flippantly as well. I don't know. I don't know what to
stopped
think
saying
about
it.
you.
Listeners can know that I stopped saying it, but you've definitely said it a lot since I stopped saying it, Evan.
He's got a point there, Evan.
Oh my God, I'm going to wake up and Polly from Jersey Shore is going to be at my door. So anyways, after the show's over and the lights are kicked back on and people are literally sweeping the floors, poetically, of course, Walker's reminiscing with his bros, his kickboxing bros. And then the champions come out and they're like, yo, you're so-and-so from blah, blah, blah. And they're like, man, you guys were legends. And the old guys are like, were legends?
Right.
We are legends. And they're like, let's face off. Like, okay, let's do it.
And Walker's like, oh, yeah, you guys can use the Ranger gym that just happens to have a boxing ring.
Of course. It doesn't have any total gyms in the background. I looked. I'm a little disappointed.
Earlier, when Sydney and Gage go and like kind of fan out to these guys who are working out, they're like, oh, you can work out with us now. They're in the like Ranger clothes and stuff too. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's work out. And I was speaking like, oh, they're going to throw in the total gym. But no.
I think that probably got left on the cutting room floor, maybe.
Yeah.
It has to exist.
We need an extended cut of this episode so bad.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Basically, then you get about 4 minutes of gratuitous, like, old man versus young guns sparring in the ring. And then you get quotes from, like, the young guys, like, man, these guys are still champions. Like, this is, like, the ultimate example of Walker hitting the key demo. This is all about some old guy who was watching like Nash Bridges or something, and then this came on, and like, oh, I gotta wake up. Oh, someone just got pushed off the roof. That's sick. Oh wait, they're kickboxers. What?
Oh, I know those guys. I grew up watching those guys fight.
Someone just got right. Oh wait, old guys getting challenged by young guns, but old guys still getting their punches in. I'm here for that.
These guys are legends.
Legends.
Maybe the episode. Yes. Okay. Wow. I take it back. This episode is great. I can't wait to rank it. Is that how it ends? How does it end?
That pretty much I don't care. That pretty much sums it up. All right. When we each come back, it'll be time for us to each rate legends on a scale of 1 to 10. Boots to the face, resulting in our patented Roundhouse Roulette ranking. Complete results of which are available on our website, roundhouseroulette.com. Don't you dare go anywhere. Oh, yeah. Hey, babe. Almost done with the podcast. Yeah, we just need to rate and review it so we can bring the light of Walker, Texas Ranger, to the world. Yeah, sure. I can grab some Blue Deckert bars on the way home. Yeah, I'm almost to the car. Yeah, the parking garage was so full, I had to park on the top floor. You know, if you'd like to support the pod, it'd be really great if you could follow us on the socials and share us with a friend. It's been a year since we got our last iTunes review. Yeah, that helps other Walkerites too. They can find the cast, and if you don't mind leaving us like a good review, that'd be pretty good. And since I'm picking up these ice cream bars, it'd really help if you picked up some of our merch at roundhouseroulette.com. I mean, we got vintage Chuck Norris books, action figures, and more. You know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot you just tolerate my Walker obsession. Wait. I got to the roof, but there's a car bearing down on me, but it's going to run me off the top of the... I guess I'll just jump off and get back to the show! All right, welcome back. What did you guys think of this episode? The credits didn't end with director. They ended with a writer instead. So I don't know what that's all about.
Oh, and they were running these credits way into this episode. How long did the credits roll into this episode?
11:52. So about over a fourth of the way into the episode.
Yeah. So this episode was hot and cold, right?
Yeah.
So it had its moments. I mean, a few points I was like, oh, okay, this is going to get good.
Right.
And then it's just kind of stalled out for 10 minutes. And then maybe something might be cool. I kind of stalled out. I was thinking maybe 5, but then I talked myself down to 4. And this is the point during our recording where we always go, well, what about this? What about that? I guess I got the music, and that's kind of about it. I mean, the helicopter is cool. I mean, chopper counts greater than 0, so that's good. But not a whole lot to hang your hat on. So yeah, I'm sticking with a 4 in this one.
Okay, so I think the stats bear it out here. 3 fights, 0 roundhouse kicks.
Ooh, yeah.
We got an explosion and a car chase. I think this episode shows maybe why it lasted 9 seasons and didn't go to a 10th. Because, like, imagine if this episode were, like, season 5. This would be a 10. Like, there'd be no Gage in Sydney. Walker would be hanging off the vehicle. There'd be snipers shooting stuff. Walker would be roundhouse kicking people in bars. It wouldn't be as formulaic. But Walker did, like, nothing in this episode.
He did desk work.
No, he didn't even do that. He delegated the desk work.
Yeah, he told Trivette how to Google something.
Yeah.
Yeah, except in the end where he fought off 2 goons. He didn't even fight the main bad guy. He fought 2 goons with a spear. And they'd already gotten spears off the wall. They beat him to the punch.
And let's be clear. I love Gage and Sydney, and they brought a lot to this episode, and their energy is what made this episode watchable.
Yeah. Also, we had 8 minutes of gratuitous filler footage of kickboxing. I wanted to give us a good rating because it legitimately made me laugh like multiple times.
I know. Well, once you got pulled off the
opening,
building.
like when they push her off the building. What else? Like when the helicopter came above the barn and just like shot a dude. Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I know.
Or like the bad guy's name is Skaggs. Like. What?
Or Johnny Zoom.
Johnny Zooms.
It's Johnny Zoom. Like, what are we doing? And the music too. The songs.
Yeah.
The music, the sound effects. Like all of it is peak Walker, except there's no Walker in it. So I think like per the metric of was it entertaining? Sure, not amazing, but not terrible. Is it Walker? It's a lot of what makes Walker Walker minus Walker. I think I'm maybe more middle of the road, like a 5, I guess.
Wow.
I can't go any higher than that, but it's hilarious.
You'd recommend it?
I mean, a 5 is still a failing grade, but yeah, I don't know.
I think at the time it came out too, there might have been a lot of people that were into Chuck Norris from his like actual competitive fighting days. So that throwback to those guys, that might have been like a big deal for some people. Like they probably knew who those people were and were like, oh, that's awesome. They brought those guys in. Those guys rule. And that last 8 minutes, they ate it up. Whereas we're just like, meh.
But like if this were season 5, he'd be in the ring with them.
Yes.
You know, like,
yes.
All right, I've talked myself out of it. It's a 4. Talked myself out of it.
Yeah, I got to say, I was actually going to go like a 2 on this episode, but I looked at some of my other scores, and some of the ones I've rated 2s actually have plot that we actually talk about and will remember that this episode doesn't have, you know?
Yeah, there was nothing there.
Yeah, but some of them don't just have the fun aspect of it that this episode has, like the explosions and the bombast and the absurdity. But
the music, the songs.
Yeah, the music and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can't recommend this to somebody as one of the better episodes. I'm going to give this a 3. Mainly because it's really no Chuck Norris action up in this, and there's not going to be something we really talk about other than maybe the woman being driven off the roof, which was pretty ridiculous.
Gifable. That's a gifable moment.
It was gifable.
All right. Well, that gives this episode a roundhouse rating of 3.66 boots to the face. And I think we can all agree that more Walker equals better episode. But let us know what you think on social media or by emailing us at roundhouseroulette@gmail.com. When we come back, we're going to spin that roundhouse roulette wheel and select our next episode. Hey, Bob, you ready to spin that wheel?
You know it.
You're up. Season 4, episode 17 and 18, El Coyote.
Another 2-parter. This is helping us since we made our new rule about doing 2-parters in one session.
We're catching up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Joined by his friend, Jesse Rodriguez, Walker disguises himself as a peasant in order to infiltrate a slave labor gang operating out of Mexico. That's part one. Part two. Smuggled into the U.S. as a slave laborer, Walker's plan to take down the operation's kingpin is threatened when Jesse is recognized. Okay, wow. So this is going to be Walker does the illegal migrant. Is that what we're getting into here?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's quite topical.
God. Oh, no.
Remember when this happened in 2020?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Walker gets vaccinated this week, guys.
Yeah, he did.
That literally happened. He literally took the vaccine in a Walker episode. Unbelievable. Okay, well, this should be a trip.
It's going to be something.
It'll be something.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we hope you join us next time when we share our reactions to Season 4, Episodes 17 and 18, El Coyote, Part 1 and 2. In the meantime, share your opinions with us on Facebook and Instagram at Roundhouse Roulette and on Twitter at Roundhouse Pod. And please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get podcasts. We got some competing podcasts out there, so we need all those ratings.
Don't say competing. There's no competing, man. It's a community.
We all help each other out, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for listening. Until next time,
may the eyes of the Ranger be upon you.
When you're in Texas, look behind you. Oh, 'cause that's where the Ranger's gonna be.